my biggest takeaway from this movie is what I like about Indian films, what I like about foreign films is they're not hung up on American politics and they're not
Mm.
hung up on the American culture war. They're just going to tell their story, and who cares?
Let's talk, Jawan. Give me your first initial thoughts of this film, brother.
Yeah, I thought it was great. Just action packed. But this one is it's all about the action. Over the top. Um, the lead actor there, let's see,
Shart Rukh Khan. Yep.
Shart Rukh Khan,
Mhm.
good looking, very handsome man,
Very.
and his posse of ladies very attractive, and they're
So
kicking butt.
let's hit the story really quick.
Yeah.
So basically, he is a Robin Hood trying to change the system, not just
Yeah.
give to the poor, but change the system from proper medical supplies at hospitals to there's like a purpose for every caper they do, which I thought was pretty cool, Alan.
The first one was it was about helping farmers who are getting exploited by
The
corporate farming,
farmers, yes.
which I would claim is maybe happening in this country. And then it ends on kind of an election fraud thing, and so yeah, there's meaning behind these terrorist acts, so to speak.
And he even gave a little speech towards the end. His nemesis is this actor who is amazing. I saw him in Vikram.
I believe it's is it Vijay Sethupathi?
Correct. And then Naya Thara is the female lead. I think what makes this film also work is because there is some ridiculous things that go on, and there's actually a lot more singing. It is a Hindi, more of a Bollywood. So there's I think there was 4 or 5 music numbers.
I think there are 4.
Okay,
3 or 4. Yeah.
So what makes it work is that these actors are so incredible. Shart Rukh Khan plays different variations of himself. He plays his father. He plays a younger himself, an older himself. So
he plays his son.
And that's right. I'm sorry. Yeah, he plays his son. He plays the dad. So I was very pleasantly surprised, brother, at this guy's range as an actor.
Well, I mean, look, when I saw it out in Orange County, and my theater was it was a lot of Indians there, and every time he appeared on screen, just applause. So apparently, this guy's a big deal.
Oh yeah, same here. They were freaking out at my theater.
Some really interesting choices they made, like the movie opens with him. It's the son pretending to be the father, and he hijacks a train. In order to prove that he's serious about what he's doing, he basically executes a Muslim woman. And I'm watching them going, "Oh my God, this is this is pretty inflammatory, especially knowing the little I do about Indian culture and the Hindus and the Muslims."
And the
but then you realize,
yeah.
But then they cleverly back their way out of that one.
Yeah.
It's smart. Okay, so this movie reminds me of the action films of the 80s and 90s that I loved watching. There was, let's be real, the message kind of plays a backseat to the action. A lot of dismemberment. But they, like in America, in the United States, you can't shoot a woman, you can't beat a woman, can't shoot or beat children, and they do it in this one. And a lot of it is just contextual and to prove a point or to establish a character, but it's again, not hung up on American standards. And the other thing is, in the 80s and 90s, when the hero falls in love, they would sleep together, and they would show that. In this one, they have a dance number. And I'll make the comparison with RRR. RRR is an epic, meaning it's vast in nature. It has thousands of extras. It's these old time epics of old Hollywood. This one's it's an action film. It's definitely an action film. And and it leans heavily into, when action occurs, they play with frame rate constantly. So
Mhm.
so something, a grenade is thrown, and then the speed of the film slows down, and then it speeds up again. And what I noticed was, if you were to stop at the slowest point of that, you have a well composed comic book frame. And so
Mm.
if you were to take all those moments and frame them together, you'd have a full comic book.
Oh,
'Cause
nice.
there's very much intention, not only of when they slow it down, but the composition of the frame as it's being
Mhm.
slowed down.
I did enjoy, the kind of, like, them doing something and taking it back, like you said, when they when they killed the Muslim woman. When they killed the Muslim woman, I was like, did they just do that?" During the film, you realized our lead is the 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 warden of an all-female prison.
Mhm.
And then it's got the backstory, why he's even there, what's that all about. It was very fulfilling. It's an action film, Alan, that's layered.
Mhm. I will say that part of that was annoying. I mean, I've seen this in almost every
What?
Indian movie I've seen the last few years, but
Oh, how
we
dare
get
you?
backstory, and these backstories go on for like a half an hour until until they finally catch up to us.
Till they
And I'm
finally
like,
catch up.
okay,
Well, because we have, we have to invest, we have to care
yeah,
about these
absolutely.
characters.
Well, like the doctor's story was was a very poignant backstory.
These women here all had their little things, and you end up really kind of caring for each one. They did a fantastic job in the action,
Mhm.
the choreography, what they were doing towards the end. Great payoffs, man.
They every the women here and Vikram, they love their country, and
Mhm.
they're willing to put their lives on the line to save their country from corruption. And this movie is about political corruption and them wanting to take it down. And it's kind of refreshing to see, a movie that saw value in its country.
Can we do something like that? I mean, I think the thing in American audiences, like the closest thing would have been like John Q
Mhm.
from a few decades ago, but like to have that American identity, which
Yeah. Well, I mean, Top Gun Maverick maybe is the closest thing we've come to it in a while.
it's good. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
but they watered it down a bit, but still a great movie. But I wouldn't
Yep.
say that was necessarily a pro America movie.
So there's your Jawan spoilers. Shah Rukh Khan is all that and a bag of Bengali chips. So if anything, see it for just how versatile this man is, and it's doing really well in American theaters, man.